What happens when you create one of the most terrifyingly agile fighter jets on the planet? An air gladiator that can dance and maneuver in ways that defy physics, but is bound by the chains of the very era that created it? That is the story of the Machian MiG-29, NATO's codename Fulcrum, a jet born at the height of the Cold War, designed for a singular purpose: to hunt down and destroy Western fighter jets in the skies of Europe. It was the Soviet Union's answer to the US F-16 and F-15, a symbol of technological power and military thinking from a superpower. But the MiG-29 is also a machine full of contradictions, a masterpiece of aerodynamics, yet plagued by outdated electronics, a ruler of close-range dogfights, but a midget when it comes to range. In today's video, we will dissect this legend. We will explore its origins, delve into its groundbreaking design, analyze its deadly arsenal, and confront both its strengths and its brutal weaknesses. Let's find out why the MiG-29 is hailed as a legend, yet faces the harsh realities of combat. To understand the MiG-29, we must go back to the 1970s. The Cold War was at its most tense. In the United States, the FX program had given birth to the F-15 Eagle, a dominant heavy air superiority fighter. Not long after, the lightweight fighter program produced the F-16 Fighting Falcon, a versatile, compact, and highly agile multi-role fighter. The Kremlin couldn't sit idly by. They realized that the MiG-21 and MiG-23 in service would be completely outclassed. An urgent request was made to the Soviet defense industry: create a new generation of fighter jets. This program was named PFI, Prospective Frontline Fighter, and it was quickly divided into two branches. The first branch focused on a heavy long-range fighter to directly counter the F-15. This project was assigned to the Sukhoi Design Bureau, and the result was the legendary Su-27 flanker. The second branch, and the focus of our discussion today, was a lightweight, tactical, highly maneuverable fighter to rival the F-16. It didn't need long-range capabilities. Its mission was to take off from forward operating airfields close to the front lines, quickly gain air superiority, and support ground forces. This responsibility was entrusted to the Mikoyan Gurevich Design Bureau. The prototype's first flight took place on October 6, 1977. By 1983, the first MiG-29s were officially inducted into service, ready to face their counterparts across the Iron Curtain. Looking at the MiG-29, you'll see a design that's brutally beautiful. It has a distinctive shape, slightly hunched like a predator lunging forward. But this beauty isn't just for show. Every curve serves a purpose for flight performance. The most striking feature is the fuselage wing integral design, also known as the lifting body. Unlike traditional aircraft, where the wings generate most of the lift, on the MiG-29, the entire wide and flat section between the two engines acts as a massive wing. This gives it exceptional maneuverability, especially at low speeds and high angles of attack. The MiG-29 is powered by two powerful Klimov RD-33 engines. They're placed far apart, a smart design choice to increase survivability in case one engine fails. But perhaps the most unique feature is its air intake doors. To operate from rugged forward airstrips, the MiG-29 has special shields that can close the main air intakes when taxiing, drawing air from secondary slots on the top of the fuselage to avoid sucking up gravel or debris. And then we come to its eye. Rather than relying solely on radar, the MiG-29 is equipped with an infrared search and track (IRST) system located right in front of the cockpit. It allows the pilot to silently track the heat signature of enemy aircraft engines without turning on the radar, providing a huge tactical advantage. Combined with the helmet-mounted sight, HMS, MiG-29 pilots can lock onto a target simply by turning their head and looking at it. In the 1980s, This was technology straight out of the future. A standard MiG-29 measures 17.37 meters in length, roughly the size of a large bus. Its wingspan is 11.4 meters. It has an empty weight of about 11 tons and can take off at a maximum weight of up to 18 tons. At its heart are two RD-33 engines, each producing about 50 kN of dry thrust and up to 81.3 kN with afterburner engaged. This power gives the MiG-29 an excellent thrust-to-weight ratio, allowing it to climb like a rocket. In terms of performance, the MiG-29 can reach a top speed of Mach 2.25 over 2,400 km/h at high altitude. Its service ceiling is 18,000 meters, or nearly 60,000 feet. However, its Achilles heel is range. With internal fuel only, it can fly just about 1,430 kilometers, a relatively modest figure. This underscores its role as a point defense interceptor, rather than a long-range patrol fighter. No matter how agile a fighter is, it's useless without weapons, and the MiG-29 comes equipped with some very sharp claws. Its fixed armament is a 30mm GSH-30 Typhoon 1 cannon with 150 rounds, a formidable weapon in close-range dogfights. But the real punch comes from its 6 hardpoints under the wings and fuselage. For air-to-air missions, the MiG-29's bread-and-butter weapons are heat-seeking, infrared-guided missiles, initially the R-60 Aphid, and later the legendary Vimpel R-73 Archer. Paired with a helmet-mounted sight, the R-73 lets pilots fire at targets at extreme off-bore sight angles relative to the aircraft's flight path. In a dogfight, this look-and-shoot ability can be a life-saving edge. For beyond visual range engagements, the MiG-29 carries the semi-active radar homing R-27 Alamo. Later upgraded versions can also carry the R-77 Adder, an active radar, fire-and-forget missile, analogous to the U.S. AMRAAM. Although primarily designed for air combat, the MiG-29 can also carry unguided bombs and rockets for ground attack, making it a more flexible combat platform when needed. Since its introduction, over 1,600 MiG-29s have been produced. It hasn't just served in the Soviet and later Russian Air Force, but has also become a successful export item. More than 30 countries around the world have operated the Fulcrum, from former Warsaw Pact nations like Poland and Slovakia to major customers like India, as well as many countries in Asia, Africa, and South America. The operational history of the MiG-29 is quite varied. It has seen combat in the Gulf War with Iraq, faced NATO aircraft over Yugoslavia, and participated in the conflict between Eritrea and Ethiopia, where it had direct confrontations with its brother, Su-27. More recently, it is still in service with both Russia and Ukraine in the ongoing conflict. However, its real-world combat record hasn't been as impressive as its theoretical capabilities. Many MiG-29s have been shot down by Western fighter jets. The reasons often cited include a combination of factors: export versions having downgraded capabilities, pilots lacking sufficient training hours, and weaknesses in command and early warning systems compared to their adversaries. So, what are the core strengths and weaknesses of the MiG-29, or Fulcrum? First, the strengths. One of its biggest advantages is its incredible maneuverability. In a close-range dogfight, few aircraft can match the MiG-29. With its high thrust-to-weight ratio and advanced aerodynamic design, it can make incredibly sharp turns and rapid changes in direction, giving it a huge edge in close combat. Another strength is the combination of its IRST system and helmet-mounted sight. This gives the pilot a huge tactical advantage, allowing them to detect and lock onto targets unexpectedly, without having to turn on the radar. It's a game-changer in dogfights, enabling quick and stealthy engagements. And then there's its durability and ability to operate from forward airfields. Thanks to its rugged design, with a unique air intake system and strong landing gear, The MiG-29 can take off from makeshift runways where more advanced Western jets would struggle. This gives it great flexibility, especially in combat situations near the front lines. Now, the weaknesses. The biggest weakness of the MiG-29 is its extremely limited range. With a full tank of fuel, it's often referred to as a base defense fighter. This really limits its ability to project power over long distances, making it less effective for long-range missions or deep strikes. Then there's the outdated avionics and radar in the early versions. The N0119 slot-back radar has a short detection range and struggles to deal with electronic jamming. The cockpit, full of mechanical dials, also causes information overload for pilots, making it harder to maintain situational awareness during combat. And finally, the RD-33 engines, while powerful, are known for producing a lot of black smoke. This makes the MiG-29 easier to spot from far away, even by the naked eye, which compromises its stealth and ability to surprise its enemies. The most iconic rivalry in modern aviation is the one between the MiG-29 Fulcrum and the F-16 Fighting Falcon. These two aircraft represent completely opposite design philosophies. The F-16 was created as a true multi-role fighter from the very beginning. It boasts advanced fly-by-wire controls, a sleek, drop-shaped cockpit for excellent visibility, and most importantly, a superior radar system along with the ability to carry precision ground attack weapons. The F-16 is a versatile all-rounder, a jack of all trades. The MiG-29, on the other hand, is a specialist. It was optimized for close-range dogfighting. In a low-speed turning battle, the MiG-29, with its unmatched agility and the powerful R-73 missile, is a deadly adversary to the F-16. After the reunification of Germany, Luftwaffe pilots had the chance to fly both jets, and they admitted that, in a dogfight, they would choose the MiG-29. However, modern warfare rarely comes down to one-on-one dogfights. It's a battle of information, detection range, and long-range strike capabilities. In this arena, the F-16 usually has the upper hand, with its stronger radar, better data link systems, and greater range. The F-16 is more likely to detect and engage the MiG-29 from a distance, shooting it down before the Fulcrum can close in to use its strengths. The F-16 wins in the marathon, while the MiG-29 is the sprint champion. So, is the MiG-29 a masterpiece or a failure? As usual, the answer lies somewhere in between. It's a masterpiece in terms of aerodynamic design, a machine built to dominate the close confines of a dogfight. It forced the West to seriously reconsider their approach and develop counter-technologies, like the AIM-9X missiles and helmet-mounted sights. But it's also a product limited by the military doctrine and technology of the Soviet era. Its focus on point defense resulted in an aircraft with short legs, and the delays in microelectronics technology left it trailing behind its rivals when it came to the brains of the aircraft. The legacy of the MiG-29 is a complicated story of design brilliance and real-world limitations. It's a reminder that a fighter jet isn't defined only by how well it flies, but by the entire ecosystem supporting it. Upgraded versions like the MiG-29 SMT and especially the MiG-35 have tried to fix these weaknesses, but the shadow of its predecessor is still hard to escape. The MiG-29 Fulcrum, an imperfect gladiator, but forever a legend in the sky. What do you think about the MiG-29? Is it an underrated legend? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on exciting military tech content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.